Hi boys and girls. So our learning goal today is I can use the table of contents and the glossary in a text to help me read and understand the nonfiction text better. So if you are given this book here, which a lot of you read on your last list, this is a textbook with a lot of information in it. So when I open the book, I get to this page here. So this is a good reminder. Pause your video real quick, grab a partner, if there's one around, and then come back. So now that you're back, I want you to look with your partner. So remember, we opened our book and we got to this page. Does anyone remember what this page is called? Go ahead and tell your partner. And what does this page tell us? And tell that to your partner real quick. Okay, so this is the table of contents. And the table of contents tells me where information is located. So for example, if I wanted to find out what plants need, I would turn to what page? Did you say page 3? You're correct. So today I want to learn about animals and their young. So if I want to learn about animals and their young, what should I do? I know, I've got to look at my table of contents, right? So I'm going to look really closely. If I want to learn about animals and their young, or animals and their babies, I'm going to look for that heading. And look, I found it. So what page should I turn to read about animals and their young? Did you say page 71? You are correct. I've turned to page 71. So all those pages before I didn't have to look at because I wasn't looking for that information. I just want to learn about animals and their young. So now that I've used my table of contents, I can focus on my learning of just reading about animals and their young. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to read Animals and Their Young, and I want you to take a second and point to the heading. Did you point right here? If you did, you're correct. Give your partner a high five. All right, so this says animals live and grow in many different habitats. They get food, water, and shelter from their habitats. They might find shelter in a nest or a hole. Animals can move around to get food, water, and shelter. Many young animals need care. Baby monkeys and hummingbirds cannot feed or clean themselves. Parents feed and clean their young. If you look at your photograph, can you see what the hummingbird is doing for the baby hummingbird? Tell your partner. Did you say that she's feeding the baby? That's what she's doing. So now I'm going to keep reading. It says, this mother lion is cleaning her cub. A young fox can be groomed too. Some offspring get their first food from their parents. This young penguin is getting some seafood. Can you see the camel getting milk from its mother? Looking at the photograph, I can see that. I can also see the lion cleaning her cub, and I can see the young fox being groomed too. What I'm confused about is this word. Can somebody find the word I'm confused by? It's a bold print word. Can you find it? Aha! Here's the bold print word. So remember, my bold print word is an important word, but I don't really know what it means. So I really got to think about this. What is offspring? How can I figure out what offspring means? I've read around, it says some offspring get their food from their parents, but I'm still not sure. Oh, that's right. Do you remember what that's called? Tell your partner real quick if you remember. Did you say glossary? Because I'd have to agree. So I'm going to go back to my table of contents, and I'm going to look really closely, and I'm going to see if I can find a glossary in my table of contents. Because remember, not all books have a glossary. But in this case, we're lucky because look what I found. I found the glossary. So I'm going to turn to page 85. See there? I got to skip all the way to the back, and I'm on page 85. Point to the heading that says glossary with your partner. Did you find it up here? Can you look at the glossary? It says air, animal, basic need, carnivore. What do you notice next to the bold print word? Did you say that it tells you what the word means? If you did, give yourself a pat on the back. The glossary does give me a bunch of words and then their meaning right next to it. So that helps me learn more information. So if you notice, it says air, animal, basic need, carnivore. Do you notice a pattern here? Tell your partner if you can point out the pattern of the words. So what I notice is that it says A, B, C, D. There must not be an E, but there's an F, G. I think I noticed that it's going in alphabetical order or ABC order. So if I'm looking for the word offspring that starts with an O, I'm going to look all the way over here. N-O. Here's offspring. And it tells me that offspring is a new plant or animal produced by a parent. Oh, so offspring must be the new baby that the parent makes. So my glossary helped me figure out that tricky information. So now I can read and understand what offspring is thanks to my glossary. So it says some offspring get their food from their parents. They mean to say some babies get the food from their parents. So using my table of contents, I'm able to find the information I'm looking for. And using my glossary, I'm able to learn what my bold print words mean. So next time you guys are reading a book and you want to find certain information, check your table of contents to find the right page number, and check your glossary when you come across tricky words that you don't understand. Alrighty, make sure you practice that when you're reading your next nonfiction text. Great job.